A 23-year-old man in our area is accused of repeated misuse of 911.
Investigators say Deshaun Brooks made more than a dozen fake emergency calls this year and is now facing felony charges. Court records show Brooks targeted several departments, including the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office and Lipscomb Police. Bria Chapman shows us why fake calls like this can be so dangerous.
Yeah, Brooks made some very serious calls to 911, including one where he pretended to be a police officer, where he witnessed a fire at a local college, and also where he claimed to see a car run into a house and become engulfed in flames. Now, law enforcement tells me this is no laughing matter.
911, what's your emergency?
This is what we hear when lives are on the line. But deputies say Deshaun Brooks called 911 just to stir panic. And some local leaders say he's been doing this for years across Jefferson County and is costing departments critical time and resources.
When you're calling in to 911, you're tying up a call taker or a dispatcher because someone else could be trying to get through as well. That's legitimate. It really hinders our resources. In other words, the resources that we send out to false calls could be utilized somewhere else.
Court records show Brooks also allegedly targeted smaller departments like Lipscomb Police. One call claimed his 5-year-old child had been shot, but that turned out to be false. Chief Jatavius Merritt tells me even if it's a lie, officers still have to respond.
Going to bogus calls, it delays responses to real emergencies. You know, by us being a smaller department, we need our resources on hand. If something happens, we need to be able to respond in a fashionable, mannerable time. Whereas if we're on a bogus call, now you're delaying a real emergency. It puts other people in danger as well. You got to think about emergency vehicles flying up and down the road. And if it's a bogus call we're going to, we just put everybody else's life in danger, possibly for no reason.
And bigger departments are feeling the weight too. Birmingham Fire and Rescue responds to more than 70,000 calls a year, and leaders say they don't have time for hoax.
You know, when you're making that many calls, the last thing you need is to be added to that with prank calls. Prank calls are not just a prank because a lot goes into those calls. The primary thing is it takes away from real emergencies when you're calling in a fake call. The second thing is a lot goes into those apparatuses rolling down the street. Safety risks, and there's also a financial cost that goes along with that as well.
Right now, Brooks is charged with 9 counts of swatting. That's those hoax calls I just told you all about, as well as 2 counts of impersonating a police officer and 1 count of making a false police report. Now, some of these charges are felony charges, and he's being held in the Jefferson County Jail. Your reporter in Birmingham, I'm Bria Chapman, WBRC 6 News on your side.